Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why get up? Why keep fighting? Yeah, Neil, it's a good question. Why do you keep fighting? How's it going, folks? It's me, the Irish Alchemist, with my first random thoughts video. This is something that's been on my brain for a little while, as such. All right, it's a scene from the Matrix Revolutions. Okay, I'm going to show you the scene right now.
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why? Why do you do it? Why? Why get up? Why keep fighting?
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
Because I choose to.
All right. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Matrix Revolutions, right? First of all, actually, good on you. And secondly, how are you living on this earth? Who knows? But basically, this is a scene between a character played by Keanu Reeves, who's also known as Neo or Mr. Anderson, as you've seen been addressed there, and it's also a scene with it's also got Hugo Weaving in it, who plays Agent Smith. All right. So what we have in this scene, all right, is that Neo has essentially been beaten down. Right. Basically, the fight's over. Agent Smith's already won, but yet, as you saw from that scene, Agent Smith is asking the question to Neo, why are you still fighting? All right. To which Neo replies,
because I choose to.
Okay, so essentially the question is, why do you keep fighting? And the response is, because I choose to. That's not really answering the question, is it? I mean, generally speaking, when someone makes a choice about something, there is a reason behind it. All right, and yet all Neo is saying is that he fights on because he chooses to fight on. Okay, but that's not answering the question. That's just, I don't know what the really response to that is as such. All right, so now the stupid thing about this whole thing, right, is that Agent Smith, before a few scenes before, was basically said this to Neo.
You believe you're fighting for something, for more than your survival? Can you tell me what it is?
Do you even know? Freedom or truth? Perhaps peace? Could it be for love?
Right. So he basically spouts off about 5 or 6 different reasons as to why exactly Neo would have reason to continue the fight. But yet, for some reason, Neo insists on saying,
because I choose to.
Yeah, because I choose to. All right? That, to me, that just does not make sense. I mean, basically, the whole premise behind the Matrix trilogy is that it's supposed to hype up the whole aspect of the choice. The people have choices. The people can make their own choices. All right, but like I said, in the previous movie, right, it says something about how we have already made the choice. Right, but when we get to the point, a point at which the choice is made, or well, no, when we get to the point where we feel like we have the choice to make, it's not what the point is not to make the choice. The point is to understand why we have made the choice. All right, and I think this is a simple point whereby Neo has already made the choice, and now he has to understand why he has made the choice that he's made. But yeah, for some reason, he's not given the answer. He's not giving us an answer. He's just saying,
because I choose to.
Yeah, but you're not understanding the choice. Really, you're just making the choice for the sake of making a choice. But you're not giving a reason behind giving the choice. Now, another point that was made earlier in one of the other movies, right, is that. The machines don't understand. Basically, Agent Smith is a program developed by machines, right? And machines don't really understand the choices that humans make, or at least they don't understand the reasoning behind it. I mean, in the previous film, someone says to Neo, right, that we already know what you're going to choose. Basically, they understand that human emotion trumps logical choices, right? But even then, Neo is still not giving, a human emotional response to the question he is being asked, right? And of course, Smith is a firm believer in logic, right? But again, Neo is just not giving the answer. He's not saying anything about it as such. Now, here's a similar moment from a movie called King Arthur, right? So the exact same situation, all right? So let's watch it right now.
The Romans have left you. What are you fighting for?
I fight for a cause beyond Rome's or your understanding.
So in this scene, basically what you have is you have a Saxon, all right, asking King Arthur, why is he fighting? Right? And King Arthur says, I fight for a cause, beyond yours or Rome's understanding. Now, for people who have watched the movie up to this point, right, they obviously know the reason behind Arthur's choice, right? But the Saxon, in this case, he doesn't understand the choice, but, at least he is giving some shape or form of an indication as to why he's fighting. But in the Neo example, he's not. He's just saying,
Because I choose to.
yeah, so it's just like, sorry about that, guys. Just, my cat decided and she just fell off the fucking table. Jeez. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. My cat's the most clumsiest thing on earth. Anyway, so get back to the point here. So, to me, this whole scene just doesn't make any sense. Like I said, Agent Smith comes out with 5 or 6 perfectly logical reasons as to why Neo would be fighting, and Neo doesn't choose any of them. He just says,
Because I choose to.
so really, for me, in this whole thing, it just doesn't make any sense. Right? I mean, Neo could have just said something very simple, but yet he just goes for the one answer that just not make sense, at least not to me. All right, so that's my random thought for the day. For the day, guys. Right? If you like, like you saw, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you feel that I am an idiot, that I am completely missing the point, tell me in the comments below. I am not opposed to the idea of being wrong. I said I'm not here to be right. I'm just here to put down my random thoughts. On YouTube, right? So like I said, guys, if you like what you saw, again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So guys, just remember one thing, all right? Don't just think happy thoughts. Think random thoughts.